Hello everybody, let me know if you can hear me through the headphones. Just leave a comment if you can hear me through the headphones. But this is White Wolf. How is everybody doing this evening, this morning, evening, morning, day, or night? And I wanted to talk about timelines and what it means ushering into a new timeline and allowing yourself to collapse timelines so that you can usher into a new state of being. So if you can make a comment in the comment section, let me know if you can hear me through the headphones before I continue any further. So I would really appreciate it if someone did that. But understanding timelines is really understanding that you can pick any stream of consciousness that you want to become, any stream of consciousness you want to usher yourself into, allowing yourself to really just expand upon everything that you want your divine expression to be. So allowing yourself to tap into 20 different lifetimes and 20 different timelines, and then you start tapping into billion different timelines and billion different lifetimes that are all in sync with your divine essence, with your divine expression of glory, of magnitude, of transcendence, and understanding the value in that and the transcendence within that. So understanding that timelines means that you're ushering into something new, that you're having a new beginning, but it's more than that. It means that you're accelerating and you're being fast-tracked. And understanding that extraterrestrials are able to transcend sound, time, space, and transcending within themselves, because what you're doing when you're meditating upon the I Am, and you are allowing yourself to be persistent in the realm of perception. You're allowing yourself to have clear, precise perception, and you're aligning your perspective with your vibrational synchronization of thoughts, of emotions, but also of just energy and expression, and allowing yourself to be exponentially accelerated and being okay going at that pace. So when you understand that you're okay at going at this pace, and you don't mind going this fast, and you don't mind allowing the timelines to be interconnected, because they're all happening simultaneously. So timelines are simultaneity, and when you understand that you are simultaneity, and you are the timeline that's happening simultaneously, and that there's millions and billions of different timelines all happening at once. And it's just choosing to tap into each perfected timeline and representing that and having every aspect of that timeline being reciprocated back to yourself. Also, if you're on this feed right now, you can make psychic appointments, readings, healings, activations. Contact me on TikTok and we can discuss prices. But really understanding that when you enter a new timeline, you're entering a new stage of self-realization, which is allowing you to act upon everything that you want to act upon. You are acting on things that you would never act on, and you're actually experiencing things that you would have never experienced if those timelines that you didn't collapse and you didn't destroy those time warps that were trying to slow you down. So what you're doing is that you're bending reality to yourself, and you're actually bending time to yourself. But you're realizing that you're seeing and debunking time and linearity and false accusations of your own belief system. So realizing that timelines are allowing you to choose the most perfected reality. This is how you manifest another reality. This is how you initiate upon your own cosmic abundance, because you're inviting abundance in when you are choosing to experience the most perfected timeline, and then it comes the next timeline. And you're allowing them to be interwoven and interconnected, and you're allowing the timelines to intersect. A person just asked how they can get a reading. Follow me on TikTok, message me, and we'll discuss prices on private sessions. So pick a timeline, pick a thought, pick an emotion, pick an experience, and really resonate within that experience, and also just see it play out before yourself. Allow yourself to be an ever-expanding visualization of energy, of cosmic abundance, of source energy recognizing source energy. And when you allow yourself to do this, you're allowing yourself to really understand that, okay, all of these timelines are happening simultaneously, and they've already happened. So everything that you've ever wanted in your life has already happened. It may have not happened yet. Everything in your life has already happened. You have experienced every single experience that you've ever experienced inside of one experience. So you've never not known how to do something. You just forgot how to do something, and now you're remembering how to do that thing that you forgot. Because through the veil of amnesia, we have to learn and embrace free will. And when you are selecting these timelines, you have to truly be non-attached and truly be an individuated creation in doing this. So when you're choosing to be an individuated creation, while you're trying to perfect these timelines, while you're picking and choosing these different timelines and allowing it to be within your vortex, and you're allowing those timelines to be in your vortex, and you're allowing them to connect and come into balance and come into each other and transform it into your future while you're in the present. And also you can place your desired reality in the past and also jump timelines. But my methodology is trying to place your desired reality in the present so that you can be the future present tense energy. Because placing your desired reality in the past, because you've already changed your past. You've never lived your past. Your past was an illusion. It was a false self. It was an hallucination, a nightmare that you went through. So now what you're doing is that you're taking a timeline and you're placing the most preferred timeline based on your preferences, based on your alignment and your vibration, and you're allowing yourself to place your desired reality right here and now, and accepting it, loving it, and soaking it all up like a sponge. So timelines are not hard to tap into. It's just all about resonating within the timeline and resonating within that energy of that timeline and resonating with who you are in that timeline and seeing that you can quantum leap into any timeline that you want to be, and you can teleport into your future manifestations before you experience them. Like, let's say you go to the store and you want the store to be a good experience. You're wanting the store to be the most preferred experience. So you have to almost get in that meditative state and visualize yourself before you enter into the store and feel really good about the store and feel really awesome about the store before you enter into that store, and that you were really feeling good about the groceries that you bought or the diet that you're following, or maybe the things that you experienced. Maybe you met your best friend at the store. But what you're doing is that you're feeding into the vibration of the timeline before you meet the timeline. So you're experiencing the experience before you have the direct experience of the recognition of that experience. So this is called quantum leaping, but this is also called quantum intersecting. And also feel free to share out, and also feel free to make private sessions, contact me, follow me on TikTok. This is White Wolf. I hope you guys are having a good time, and we'll also be doing a meditation as well as I get through the message that I'm channeling for my higher self and my higher wisdom. So, but because earlier I was getting a lot of downloads, and we were talking about, me and my girlfriend, not being accepted in your own resonance, not being accepted within your own vibrational alignment in your spiritual journey, and realizing that you were always different because you were always cosmically tapped in. And understanding that you are that vessel that is generating this free will, and non-attachment is absolutely free will. In order to perfect all of your timelines and to allow them to intersect and be interwoven together, you have to truly be non-attached, and you have to absolutely let go and get into the driver's seat and feel the steering wheel and feel into the car that you're driving, or feel like the car that is driving itself, and realizing that that is the source of energy that you're supposed to tap into. You're supposed to be your own individual. You're tapping into individualism. This is individualizing what you want to become. Because you're not living necessarily for yourself, but you're living for yourself so that you can live for other people. We're all here to spread love, spread belonging, spread inspiration, and also spread this cosmic abundance to everybody else, and not everybody else is going to understand that, because when you have to be grounded in truth and grounded within your own resonance, you have to realize that if you want to be in the perfect timeline, then quit your job. If you want to be in the perfect timeline, tap into that energy. If you want to be in the perfect timeline, you have to declare and confirm that you are that timeline, and you have to really just go full-heartedly within the timeline to the point where it starts becoming a reality. It starts becoming expression. It starts becoming the truth. Because the truth will ultimately set you free. So if you don't like your job, if you don't feel in resonance with your job, then fuck that job. But don't give your power away when you lose your job and feel like that there's nothing out there for me, that the universe doesn't have me in the palm of its hand, that I am absolutely fucked. Because that's not true. Truthfully being in vibrational alignment, meaning that something is going to open, ancient gates are going to open, opportunities are going to open for me, that the universe is always looking out for me in my best interest, that the universe has me in the palm of its hand, that the universe is always going to generate the perfected reality, is because I'm taking that step of faith. You have to have faith when you're wanting to tap into another timeline. You have to have faith in yourself, and you can't go by doubt, and you can't go by what's right and what's wrong and who you're going to hurt along the way, because that doesn't matter. I'm not saying be heartless. I'm not saying, but you are becoming your own essence of source energy. You're becoming your own God. And it doesn't matter what your boss says, it doesn't matter what your family says, because you're tapping into the soul, and you're tapping into your own stream of consciousnesses, and also you're tapping into your soul family and your soul tree. So you're understanding that for the fact that you're still here, the fact that you persevere through the day, that you're still here, that you're still changing, that you're still growing. Meaning that simultaneously, in 1 billion different lifetimes, that you were accelerating and becoming the essence of source, and the timelines that you were accelerating in, you can tap into them all simultaneously and give your allegiance to God and get everything back to God and let go completely, so that the higher self can truthfully be in the driver's seat now. Now the higher self is the one that's driving you. And now you're tapping into true power, because now you're able to manifest worlds into existence. That's what creating timelines really is that you're creating worlds into existence. You're tapping into your Nikola Tesla electromagnetic kinetic source energy field. That's what you're doing. Also, I would like to remind you guys, feel free to share out, share to your friends, and also message me on this messenger on TikTok so that you can make a private session. And if you're on Facebook, do the same. YouTube, BitChute, Instagram, and all that good stuff. So, and also when we meditate here, what you're going to do is that you're going to try to experience every timeline that you're doing great. Every time that you really immerse yourself within the experience and you show up to your life as if you're meant to be there. If you show up to every timeline as if you're meant to be there, show up to every lifetime in a good attitude, in a good vibrational mood, in a good vibrational synchronization of the recalibration of your chakras. Allow them to be in sync. Allow your thoughts to be in sync. Allow yourself to just full-heartedly embrace bliss. Embrace that ecstasy. Because you won't be able to do this if you don't do that. If you don't embrace bliss wholeheartedly and allow yourself to merge into the union of the Mother and the Father, Mother Gaia and God Source Energy, and merge into that. Because it will always set you free, and you'll always have greater freedom if you go your own way. But it's got to be your way. It's got to be your painting. It's got to be your song. It's got to be your hit single. It's got to be something so divine, something so out of the ordinary, something so supernaturally organic that you have no need to panic. You just have to feel into the vibration that you can have absolutely everything that you've ever wanted in life. But you have to believe that you can have it to the point where you know, and you're forcing yourself that I know that I am parallel realities, that I can allow them to be parallel. But every parallel reality can be absolute. Every parallel reality can flow effortlessly. And now that you can generate so many different galaxies, universes, stars, and allow your DNA to truthfully be reprogrammed. That's what you're doing when you're generating timelines. And you're destroying time warps. Time warps are setbacks. They're trying to get you stuck. They're trying to make it feel as if it's dragging, or you don't have enough patience, or you don't have enough awareness to see, like, okay, I want to get out of this block. I want to get out of this stage in my life. I want to stop manifesting slow. I want to start manifesting really fast and accelerated and in truth and in grounding. So we're here to initiate and set into motion the miracle, set into motion the manifestation. And when you're able to set manifestation, motion, sound, transcendence, light, appearance within every timeline that you're experiencing, that's when you're able to have the dream board and the vision become who you are. And then you start becoming the leader. You start becoming the leader of your life. You're the general of your life. You're the J.G. Wentworth of your life. You want everything right now. I want everything that I've ever wanted right now. I don't want to settle for less. I'm not settling for this, and I'm not settling for that. I want this timeline right here, right now. And I'm not going to leave this chair until that happens. And you can say that to Source, and they actually, your guides want to hear that. I've done that one time because I wanted to be healed, and I'm like, I'm not going to leave this fucking bed until I'm healed, until I've gotten past this. And you just have to treat expansion, manifestation, timelines like that with that same tenacity. So I think I've talked a lot. I think I've given a lot of context. So also feel free to share out, feel free to donate, feel free to come on the live, and also follow me after this live, and I'll see who commented and stuff. And book a private session, healings, activations, loved ones on the other side. And we're also going to do a meditation as well. So without further ado, this is White Wolf. And I want you to relax your neck, relax your shoulders, your legs. You can lay down, you can sit down, but take a deep breath. Exhale. And I want you to simultaneously tap into all of your lifetimes that were amazing. Tap into all the timelines that you see yourself succeeding, being prosperous, being fast-tracked, being an example for people to follow, being dedicated, being aware that you can make the most out of every experience and that you can show up to your life as if you're meant to be there. And with this truth, and with this awareness, and with this wholehearted faith that I have in myself and my vibration and my manifest abilities, that I can use my divine expression to show non-attachment so that I can truly become free will. That I've given my allegiances up to anything that is of non-vibratory nature. I have entered a new state of being. I have entered a new timeline. So generate all of your worlds into existence and allow them to swirl within your vortex. Allow every vision that you have about every perfected reality to coexist with one and to co-create with your journey. Allow this to be your fountain of youth. Allow this to be exponential growth. And this is debunking the past self, the false self, the egotistical self. And now what you're doing is you're placing your desired reality in the present. You're placing it in the now. You are forever now. You are accepted. You are part of a piece of community, of loving nature, of truth, of resonances, a commingling of different consciousnesses. That we're all here for a reason, we're all here to play a part in any way that we can. Some of us are artists, some of us are singers, some of us are athletes. Everybody is different in their vibrational frequency. But it's just fine-tuning what speaks with you and what is the most in sync with yourself and what you have to offer. It doesn't matter if you're a clairvoyant, a grid worker, a healer, a manifester, a sensitive. All of that is generating healing, love, balance, truth for the whole collective. You're holding space for the whole collective. And by embracing your timelines and allowing yourself to accept that you can be blessed at all times of the day, in all times of your life, through tough times, through adversities, through challenges, and that you're going to be just fine. But you just have to let go. And you can't give in to what is not happening so fast. But know that it will happen, and it has already happened. Because it gives you that security. That it's already happened. It will happen. And it's going to happen. And you can use it in baby steps, and you're like, okay, I can tap into this experience before I experience it. I can try this new routine. I can stand up for my truth. I can announce my authority. I can set boundaries with other humans. That I can truly be free to do what I want to do. So it's based on what do you want and how do I tap into it? How do I visualize it? How do I intend upon it? How do I use affirmations and mantras and prayers to release that prosperous energy? And a lot of it will come organically and naturally. Take a deep breath. Exhale. But this is a time where you can play with your imagination, you can play with energy. That you're calling the energy to you. And you're just sending that radio frequency out into the ecosystem. And if you don't like something, you can just change it. If you're afraid to do something, then just do it. If you need to ask God, do you want me to do that? Do you need to ask Spirit, should I talk to that person? But just ask. And it shall be given. But don't be afraid to ask big. And don't be afraid to allow yourself to become the energy that you want to become. You got to see it, feel it, be it, love it, know it, and you have to wholeheartedly believe that you're succeeding in becoming a mighty warrior in every single aspect of life. thank you all for taking part of that meditation. Also, feel free to share this out with all of your friends. Also, book a private session. And just know that anything that seems out of the realm of possible, the impossible can become a possibility. You just have to know that it is possible. And you will have your fears and your doubts and your triggers, and things will come up. But it's just all about how you let them roll off your shoulder and allow the light to flood your being, to flood your vessel, and to allow yourself to be that aura that changes the entire world. So thank you guys so much. This is White Wolf. Thank you. God bless. And namaste.